to believe in that? Why would you want to believe that you're just here and you cease to exist after? Who wants to believe in that? That's why people believe in Jesus, because Jesus gives hope. They believe in I believe in Jesus because he gave me hope, he gave me peace, and he taught me how to love. Okay? Whenever I was younger, I didn't feel like I could love. Like, I didn't know how to do it the proper way. Okay? I wasn't raised in a house where it's affection and you say good morning to each other and hugged on and kisses and hugged whenever you cry. I wasn't raised like that. Okay? So I didn't know how to take that. So Jesus, he taught me how to love. Okay? So every person have a story. Instead of sitting here and laughing at people for believing in Jesus and like, oh, you believe in a little invisible sky daddy, oh my god, da da da, and all the horrible things that y'all say, you need to look at why are all these people giving their life over to Jesus. Because they've been through things and they learned that they don't want to suffer anymore. They want to go to a place where they're happy and they're going to be loved for eternity. They're not going to be in pain. Okay, even if they have to walk the narrow path of life, which leads to suffering and hate and hatred, being hated simply for believing in a righteous being and wanting to be righteous just like he was. Okay, so it's just like, yeah, that's going to come, but at the end of the day, they're going to win because they're going to be able to stand before God and be like, I lived for you. And God's going to be, well done, my good and faithful servant. And then we're going to be in heaven while all the stuff on earth is going to be happening. The wrath of God's going to be released on earth. And those people are going to be in heaven. And they're going to be there for eternal life. Okay? So that is something worth fighting for. So if I'm living for Jesus, whatever you live for is supposed to be worth dying for. So if you wake up every day to go to work, are you willing to die for your job? Are you willing to die for that? Working a 9 to 5 job, are you willing to die for that? Then why are you waking up to go to work? Okay? When you wake up, glorify God. Before you go to sleep, glorify God, because you have so much faith that tomorrow belongs to you. You seize the day, but you don't. Who are you to believe that you can just like go to sleep with the absolute faith that you're gonna wake up the next morning and you're not gonna stand before God and have to account for your life? Okay? Your eternal soul matters. That's why Jesus died. Okay? Whenever we live a certain way, we're saying to God, you giving up your only son meant nothing to me. That's what you're saying, and that's disrespectful. So